Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom. I am Folashade Ogurinde. The Minister of Defense, Bashar Magashi, has disclosed that all the 64 members of the Boko Haram terrorists fled the facility. Addressing reporters a day after the attack, Magashi said there are strong indications that terrorists invaded the facility to free their members being held in detention. Gunmen had stormed the facility on Tuesday with explosions and gunshots heard from the direction of the correctional center located in Abuja, the nation's capital. Well, to bring us up to speed on the developments at the Kuje prison attack is our correspondent, Emeka Amako. Emeka, thank you very much for joining us. Now, could you please bring us up to speed on the latest at the Kuje prison?
Yeah, very good day to you, Shade. The truth remains that the correctional facility here in Kuje was actually attacked. Sources made available to us have it that as at 10:30 p.m. Within that neighborhood of 10 and 10:30, there was an invasion right here at the facility. First of all, they came through the back entrance defense, which they broke through, and in the process, their efforts were thwarted. They were repelled by the combined forces of the personnel, security personnel on ground. But soon thereafter, they now came through the main entrance, and this time around, it was fiercer and it was worse than when they first struck through the back and through the back gate. So the truth about it is, on ground, we have a good number of vehicles that were actually bombed. We have there are some bullets on the floor to actually show that in actual sense there was an invasion. And like when the Minister of Defense came today, the retired personnel, Bashiru Magashi, he said that the facility houses about 900 inmates. But following the invasion, a good number of them, of about 600, escaped. And the whole 64 inmates that have alliance with Boko Haram all escaped. But the good news is this: even as we are here, the recapturing, the rearrest is still ongoing. Not too long ago, we have about 20 that were just brought in now that were rearrested within the Abuja metropolis. And if you add that to the 400 plus, which the sources here, the reliable sources here gave us, which is a good number of those that escaped are actually being rearrested and brought back to the facility.
Now, Emeka, security-wise, what exactly is the mood like in Kuje and by extension for Abuja residents with regards to, especially when you consider the fact that, 64 Boko Haram former detainees are basically at large? What exactly is the security situation like in Kuje area in Abuja?
The security situation, I must say, is one of a serious concern at the moment, because when you have such an infiltration into the community, you just can never be at peace. But we have been reassured by the defense minister that life will continue as normal, because no stone will be left unturned by the security agencies to ensure that every single inmate that escaped would be rearrested. And like I did mention much earlier, the good news is that the rearrest is going on and some inmates are being brought back to the facility.
Well, indeed, Emeka Amako, TV360 correspondent, many thanks for that update, and I would definitely get back to you for you to bring us more updates on the matter. Thank you very much for joining us. President Muhammadu Buhari is set to leave Abuja on Wednesday to participate in the International Development Association (IDA) for Africa Summit in Dakar, Senegal. The president is getting set for the trip amid the high wave of attacks in the last 24 hours. A statement by the presidency on Wednesday explained that the IDA, which is an institution of the World Bank Group, is deepening its support to drive a resilient recovery for countries hit by the global crisis of climate, COVID-19, and growing levels of insecurity. President Muhammadu Buhari has sworn in 7 new ministers following their screening and confirmation by the Senate. The president also reshuffled his cabinet 7 months before the 2023 presidential election in the country. Buhari swore in the ministers shortly before the commencement of the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting on Wednesday. The COVID-19 infections in the country have risen by 67%. This is according to the latest figures obtained from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC). The data also revealed that there was a 390.4% increase in testing, which has led to an increase in the report of positive cases. In weeks 23 and 24, the number of samples tested increased to 75,277 from 15,347 reported in weeks 21 and 22. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has warned the federal government to find urgent solutions to the issues of Nigeria's growing debt burden, inflationary pressures, as well as a worsening foreign exchange crisis in order to save the ailing economy. The president of the chamber, Michael Olawale Cole, made this known in his address during the chamber's quarterly economic outlook press conference held in Lagos on Tuesday. Olawale Cole explained that the combined forces of rising inflation, weakening growth, worsening disruption to supply chains due to the war in Ukraine, and the fragile recovery from the COVID-19 lockdown had all heightened the concerns about stagflation, worsening poverty, and recession. The United Nations and the Malian government have confirmed the death of 22 Malian migrants, including 3 children, who had died in the boat disaster off the Libyan coast on Tuesday. According to the UN's International Organization for Migration, 61 survivors, mostly from Mali, were rescued by the Libyan Coast Guard and brought back to shore. Meanwhile, in a statement by the Ministry of Malians Abroad on Tuesday, the victims were part of a group of 83 persons stuck on the distressed vessel since June the 22nd. Ex-heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has admitted he thought he was winning in his first fight against Alexander Usyk because his team didn't give him information that pointed otherwise. Joshua was outmatched over 12 rounds last September at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and immediately after the bout, his corner work was questioned. He surprisingly chose to try and outbox Usyk and never reverted to a plan B as the fight went away from him. And that's it on the newsroom. Many thanks for watching. I am Folashade for Green Day. Bye for now.